So guess what? You remember my love for trying out new things? Well, that led me to throwing a Mexican-themed dinner last night. Yeah, I know, right? Straight from the desk at Click AI to the kitchen at my apartment. It was a blast. Had Emma from work over, and Michiel, that friend of mine from the AI startup. Even invited a new friend of mine, Josie. The feedback was great. They were all raving about my enchiladas. And to think that a few years back, all I could muster up for supper was boxed mac and cheese. Ah, the change, huh? I got a real kick out of the whole cooking process. It was such a joyful chaos. You should be really sorry for missing out on my main course tacos. I nailed the guacamole. Yeah, added just a pinch of garlic. Who would have thought? But next time, I promise, you are definitely on the guest list. Speaking of promise, last night's dinner chat made me realize how much we've grown from our university days. When we were sleep-deprived coding through the night before the AI project submissions, memories, they are funny things, same time, old places. Imagine scripting through the dead of night, and then jumping from that to hosting a Mexican fiesta at my place. Guess we can't help evolving personally and professionally. Anyway, guess what struck a conversation in our chat today? The latest Tarantino flick. No, I haven't seen it yet. But Emily and Lucas have. You remember them, right? I missed it. As you know now, Chef Livy here was busy giving Gordon Ramsay a run for his money. Jokes apart, Emily said it was quite a trip, so I'm putting it on my list. Speaking of lists, Emily pointed out how we have all been into unexplored territories lately. From startups to culinary arts, we've got the 360-degree experience. Even had a little laugh about incorporating cooking into the skill set of Click AI, making the AI a boss in the kitchen. How about that, huh? And Carlos, you remember him, right? That coding wizard? He chimed in for a business idea, too. Just between you and me, I honestly think we've got so much stuff for a combined venture brewing up right here. An AI project that culminates with our shared obsession: photography, coding, UX, with a dash of culinary inputs. Emily, Lucas, and Carlos, they all loved the idea. We could totally call it the AI Ensemble. That has got a ring to it, don't you think? Laughs and jokes aside, I found myself pretty amused and inspired by our chat tonight. Maybe a part of it comes from those good old uni days. You remember how we tolerated those never-ending lectures on AI? Well, Lucas nailed it. They now seem like they were gold in the long run. Kinda nostalgic thinking about those days, really. Anyways, I've been talking your ears off about my Mexican night and our cockamamie business ideas. I reckon this calls for me to head back to real world, perhaps try out a mirror glaze for my next baking attempt. Chili chocolate. Anyone. Stay in touch, call me soon, okay? Seriously, the best things in life, don't they always come from the unexpected? Trust me, nothing screams unexpected more than this weekend hiking trip I embarked on in the Adirondacks. You'd be proud to know that I was synchronizing my fitness goals with raw nature. Yeah, hiking the trails, embracing the fresh air, soaking in the peace and tranquility, and pushing my endurance. Oh, and before I forget, among the fellow hikers were Carlos, Madison, and this new guy, Ryan. We all had a blast. And guess what? At the end of the day, we had our own mountaintop concert. Yeah, you heard right. Ryan brought out a harmonica, and we ended up having an impromptu music session, right there amidst nature's grandeur. It was pure magic. And the chat that followed, oh boy, you can't imagine. We started talking about forming an actual band. Yes, one with harmonicas and bonfires. We even came up with a name for it. The AI Ensemble. Can you believe it? And it not just stops at music. We ended up with an idea that is straight up bonkers. We were thinking, why not come up with an AI graphic for our band logo? Crazy, right? Let's just say, You missed out on a lot of ensuing hilarity. Carlos was chatting nonstop about incorporating math equations into our logo. I declined his absurd idea, but on second thought, I could see the audience maybe appreciating it. Who knew our weekend getaway would churn out such quirky ideas? Oh, the progression of it. Emily was even hinting at an art sketch soon. What a twist to our tech-obsessed gang. Well, the AI ensemble is turning more real than we imagined, and I sort of love it. Coming back to the hiking, trust me, the adrenaline rush and the peace exuding from being in the lap of nature is an underrated combo. The fitness freak in me was definitely quieted, only to be replaced by the wonderstruck nature enthusiast. You'd love it. Next time. No excuses. You're coming along. Also, an impromptu harmonica session awaits us at our next meetup. I hope you're prepared for that. This whole adventure in the Adirondacks, I swear, it just affirms what I've always believed, that nature truly is the best therapy. There's something beautiful about being able to push your limits in an environment that's as raw, brutal, and beautiful as a mountain trail. Well, that's something my typical enthusiastic, impatient, stubborn self is saying, pondering over today. It was a good day, and this little adventure was just what I needed. All right, guess it's time for me to sign off. My outdoor hobbies take the major chunk of the weekends, so better get started on planning the next one. Let me know what's up at your end. Bye now and text soon, okay? So there I was today, venturing the streets of Brooklyn, and let me tell you, the graffiti I discovered. Canvas of concrete singing stories right there on the street walls. You remember that old warehouse near the pier? There was this mural there, right? Quite a sight. Could have easily been a contender for a Banksy, just unreal. I can't wait to show you the shots I got. Some of them are simply spectacular. It's like there's this whole vibrant world of art thriving right under our noses that we barely give a second glance. It's wild, isn't it? I mean, who'd have thought that these splash of colors on random city walls could turn out to be such an inspiration, right? But hey, obsession with photography has its perks, cracking open the secrets of the city I never knew existed. Then I got a ping from Carlos in our group chat. He found a tiny spider in his keyboard. Yeah, code amps yo, the web developers, as Lucas joked. That was a laugh. We joked about a comic based on Carlos's spider encounter and my graffiti discovery. Lucas was really intrigued by my mission of mapping the graffiti walls. He wanted to hear all about it. You know Lucas, always the curious one, right? Carlos, being Carlos, started musing about AI creating graffiti. Now there's a sight for our sci-fi loving souls, don't you think? Remember when we'd used to read those Asimov stories back in the uni, dreaming about robots and all things artificial intelligence? Seems almost like another lifetime, doesn't it? But hey, you see, that's what I love about these random conversations of ours. They spring from anywhere, leading us into those surprising corners we never thought we'd venture into. Today, it was exploding from graffitis to spiders, then to AI. Just another typical day in our curious world of imagination, huh? Our chat turned towards the new burger joint in Lucas's neighborhood. Good old Lucas, our food enthusiast, always guiding us to the best food joints in town. Emily was bummed out because the perks of transatlantic friendships did not include new burger places. But no worries. Lucas promised to enjoy an extra burger for her sake. Such a sweet guy, Lucas. We also ended up discussing the new movie on an folio. An AI-themed one. Lucas wasn't too keen on it, but I enjoyed it. Maybe because it was more about a space AI gone rogue. You know my love for all things otherworldly. Turns out Emily was struggling with work and couldn't spare time for movies. It's nice to know I'm not the only one feeling the work pressures these days. Speaking of work, I have to sort through all the shots I got today. I'm curious to lay them out and see what stories they spill. Can't wait to share those with you. I guess my brand manager instinct is kicking in, always looking for narratives. Or maybe that's just me being, well, me. Anyways, enough of me rambling. You gives us a call when you can, yeah? Or drop by. You could help me choose the best graffiti shots to show the gang, and I promise to make you my famous spaghetti.